Start recording. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Well, you probably noticed I'm out and about today. I've actually got, shall I mention, I've got Julian with me today.
Hello!
So, believe it or not, we're on our way to Barnsley today and there is a retro games market there. So I've brought my credit card. I don't know whether or not I should have done that or not, but we're going to be going and having a look at some retro games. So my childhood and Julian's childhood is going to be probably flashing back and everything like that. But I hope you enjoy today's video. It's a bit of a different type of event than what I normally film, but I thought, you know what, let's do something different today. So I'll be back in a bit. Well, we've finally made it and we are here at the Barnsley Retro Market, and I've just been joined by Joe and Neil, who are the event organisers. So, you know what, I'm going to ask you both, don't you? Why Retro Games Market and why Barnsley?
I think for us, obviously, we are kind of a certain age where we like to kind of look at those nostalgic kind of games we used to play as a kid, and you know, now we've got a little bit of disposable income. We can actually spend money and maybe get that game that we didn't get before. And I think it's just kind of reliving those childhood memories. Really, that's the main thing for us.
Wait a minute, you just said you've got disposable income. So after you've...
A little bit.
So setting up this is going to destroy all the disposable income.
Yeah, but I'm doing it for all you lot. So,
that's all right.
There you go.
Yeah, but now we've got no disposable income either. So what's your take on all this then, Neil?
Yeah, so it's, I work with Joe on an events company, and it's something that, you know, we had a conversation about, we were keen to do. You know, we want something that's going to be fun, you know, people can relate to it and just, you know, go back in time really, and just, you know, just enjoy it. So we've been to Barnsley before, we like the area, you know, you seem nice, friendly people, and so it just works for us.
Well, we can't wait to have a good look around, and this is only the second time that you guys have been to Barnsley. So we're really, really excited. We're impressed with Barnsley so far. It looks like they've invested a lot of money in the town, and it's great to see some of these events, and I can't wait to get around there. Although I'm going to probably feel really young again because my childhood's going to come and flash back, I think. Is that what it's like for you too every day?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's always, you know, with the traders that we get at the shows, they'll bring that one game which you kind of haven't thought about for a long time, and you see it and you're straight away, instantly go back in time. So yeah, that's what it's all about.
Brilliant. I look forward to it. So thanks for inviting us along, and let's go and have a look.
Okay.
We'll be back in a bit. I've just been joined by Dean and Shelley hiding in the background there, but there's a reason I've been so attracted to all these 3D printed items. What's the name of the business?
It's 3D by W.
Have you got a big house or something, or what?
Do you know, we really haven't. It's crazy, isn't it? This is one of the big problems. I'm going to look round at my wife now to give me the look that she gives me. We haven't got a big house, and it's suddenly got smaller with all of this stuff that we keep producing, yeah.
So, have you got more than one 3D printer now, or what?
Yes, I literally just received another 2 printers to make it 12.
I was thought like 2 or 3 or something like that, but 12. And you're still married?
Just about, I think. Yeah, just about, yeah. I don't know how much longer for. Let's just say we don't have a dining room anymore. We have a print studio.
Wow. How many years have you been doing this for?
Not even one. So I went and bought myself a cheap 50 quid second-hand printer, and then 11 months later, 12 printers, no dining room, and 4 tables worth of stock.
Well, I have to say, this is a 3D printed mic holder as well, so I'm a bit of a fan, as you can probably tell. But you've got these large items here, but behind Shelley in the background, there is a huge Star Wars pit droid, I believe. So what is the most sophisticated thing you've ever printed?
Do you know, the most sophisticated thing I've printed is probably one of the smallest things on the stall. And it's this here, because it's actually a functioning, fully 3D printed gun from the Cyberpunk 2077. Now, when I say fully functioning, I obviously don't mean you can shoot people with it, but even the springs and everything that are allowing that mechanism to work are 3D printed. There's not one piece of equipment in here that isn't from the 3D printer. So it's not big. It doesn't take up a whole table like the pit droid does, but when it comes to technicality and precision, there's nothing more precise on our stall right now than that thing.
I'm just in awe that you've done this in the space of a year, and also that you're still married. But I think Shelley should have a medal for all this.
I didn't even intend ever selling that, you know, and the reason it's at the back today is because somebody's come, fallen in love with it and bought it. But yes, that's the biggest thing that I produced, and that took about a week to print.
Well, the good news is, Shelley will be over the moon. You can print another one.
Well, do you know, so it's actually Shelley that sold that. I'd gone for a little wander around and a chat with people, and when I came back, I thought something had happened, it had fallen to bits or something like that. And so obviously she said, no, somebody's bought it. And the first thought in my mind was, that means I've got to print another one.
I was just thinking that she sold it because it was in the way, and now you might as well give in. You might as well give in.
Well, she gave in years ago.
Well, thank you ever so much for sharing that story with us, and thank you, Shelley, as well, for in the background modelling the pit droid there. But we'll put a link in the description below, and you're welcome to check out some of these amazing items. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We cater for everyone. For all the way back to, I think the earliest we do is probably NES. We even cover for N-Gage. Yeah, no, see, when I was a kid, everything was about trying to get as many games as you could and try and experience the most out of every different game. The problem is you couldn't afford it. And I grew up in a big family, so I definitely couldn't afford it. So everything was, you'd buy a game or you'd trade for a game. And then if you trade for a game, you could trade probably 4 or 5 games and get a rubbish game. But nowadays, games are so cheap compared to what they used to be. I mean, you just... £2. You experience a Nintendo Wii. If you've not got a Wii, you can still pick them up cheap. But when they came out, I remember when they came out, they were really hard to get. But nowadays, for kids that come around to our stall, mainly, it's going to be adults that are into game collecting, stuff like that. But when the kids come round and they see a game they want, as soon as they turn around to the mum and dad, they know what they want, and their parents know it's cheap enough for them to afford it. PlayStation 5 games, you go to any new console now, like take the Switch 2. Who's going to pay £75 for a new game? Kids can't afford it nowadays. It doesn't matter on increase on price or what it costs to make it. Kids nowadays don't have that kind of money. And to go into a retro style console, you get a lot out of your money nowadays compared to when I was a kid anyway.
this for your stuff, guys?
Yes, please. Fantastic.
There you go. Thank you very
ever
much.
so much.
Take
See
care.
you. Take
Cheers.
care. Bye. I hope you've enjoyed today's show. We found some fantastic stall holders and some great people, and I've got what I wanted. So see you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now. Brilliant. Thank
go.
you ever so much. Oh my.
Let's do a take 3.